Hey everyone, my name is Daniel, and in this video, I will show you how to delete a Copilot Studio agent using a Power Automate Cloud Flow. I'll show you how you can take a full agent like this, build in Copilot Studio, and run it through a Power Automate Cloud Flow like that to delete it. And stick around because this is kind of a hidden feature which only a few people know about it, and after watching this video, you will be one of those few. But first, here's my intro video. So let's get started. Now, the best way to build a cloud flow which is going to delete the agent is to actually get two items about the agent. One is the environment URL and two is the agent name. Now, to get the environment URL, the best place to do that is in your PPAC, which is the Power Platform Admin Center. You basically come to Manage. You see your Environments tab over here. Here are the environments listed. Go ahead and select your environment choice. And when I click on it, right over here, you see that environment URL. This is the one that we're going to basically highlight and enter that into the flow. So I'm going to keep this open over here. The second thing is we need the agent name. And when I say agent name, specifically, it's the ID. So in our case, for this example, you see this benefits enrollment. That's the one that I'm going to go and delete. So when I click over here on the top after bots, this is the other information that I'm going to need. So does it make sense? I thought I'll say this up front because those are the two critical parameters that we will need. All right, so now let's go ahead and build that cloud flow. Now, it really doesn't matter which environment you build it in. However, it does matter what is the account that is tied to the connections. Now, my recommendation for this is to have at least the higher level access, preferably something that already has the Power Platform admin role, because in that case, that account will have access to all of these environments, and then it'll be able to go ahead and do the deletion. Now, I know sometimes it is tough, especially in enterprise companies, to get a service account or even a user with that level of access. And if that is your scenario, just make sure that if it's a user access or another service account, at least has the system administrator role for each of the environments which your agent has. Either one of them will work, but make sure you have a solution for that, because if you don't have access, you definitely cannot delete. All right, so now let's go and create the flow. In my scenario, I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to go and create it as an instant cloud flow. But you can decide how you want it. You can basically trigger this from, say, a SharePoint list, and the SharePoint list has those two things that you need from the environment. Or you can go and put it as a front-end Canvas app and then save the data into Dataverse and then trigger it. Whatever works for you. In this demo scenario, I'm simply going to go and use manual trigger. I'll go and click create, and then here I'll actually go ahead and add two parameters. So let me just go and name this first. I'm going to say delete agent flow, and I'm going to add first parameter. It's going to be of type text. This is going to be the agent ID, and then the next one is going to also be of type text. I'm going to call that as environment. And here you can go and change that as well. This is for the agent ID. Enter your agent's ID. And then same thing over here. Please enter your environment URL. Cool. Next thing I'm going to do is do a search for Dataverse. Now in Dataverse, there's a very specific action that we look for. So I'm going to go and expand this. We have see more. And the action that I want is over here. Perform a bound action in selected environment. And be very careful when you select this one, because you could accidentally select a very similar action called perform a unbound one. So be careful about that, all right? All right, so we got this selected, and now we have to go ahead and put in the parameters. Now, sometimes, all right, sometimes you might get errors over here, and that's because your connection is actually not set up. So we'll just verify first if I'm actually seeing all of them. All right, so I'm actually clicking on the drop down. Great, I see all my environments. This is where you could get an error. And if you start to get an error, the first thing you want to check on is these connections. This is where it happens. So there's two things you can do. So first of all, in this new designer, you can actually toggle it off and then go ahead and fix the connection, because in the classic view, it is a little easier to go and change that connection. Or you can basically just save this right over here. Even though it gives me that error, that's completely fine. I can go out, that's fine, out, okay, here, come to your connections, add a new connection over here, specifically for your Microsoft Dataverse one. Now I'm explaining this to you because I ran into that problem. I want to make sure when you run into that problem, you have the solution. All right, so let's go back over here. I'm going to click on this create. I'm going to go back to that instant cloud flow, do the manual trigger, click on create. Here, I'm going to call that as the agent delete flow again. Come back over here to the manual. First one is going to be the agent ID. I'll come back over here, go and call that as my environment URL. Change that one to enter your agent ID. Or environment URL. Okay. Next, go back over here. I'm going to go and search for my Dataverse. Spell that correctly. Perform a bound action and select an environment. That's the one that I want. And now is where things get a little interesting. Because normally what we do is we come over here, we click on the drop down, and we select an environment. So for example, this agent that I want to delete, this benefits enrollment agent, that is in the Christian Family Prod one. So when I come back into the Power Automate Cloud Flow, this is the one that I select. And if I've selected the environment, sure, I'll get the option to select the table name. See, it's loading over here. The table that I actually want is called as Copilots. That shows up. However, we want to do this in a dynamic way. So when I go and select this drop down and I select that enter custom value, I'll go ahead and pick in the dynamic one. I see the manual trigger as a flow, click on see more. I want the environment URL. But the moment I do that, see the table name disappears. And the same thing happens. If you were even selected the action name, that would have disappeared as well. So my suggestion is from the get-go, start this way. Is actually don't go putting all of this information in. And then when you're changing it to dynamic value, all these get deleted. It just wastes your time. So what I'm going to do is actually give you the names you put in over here. So for the environment, all right, let's start from the scratch again. For the environment, you put in the environment URL, the one that we added in the initial trigger. Now for the table name, again, you just click over here, and if it's not already there, select the drop down and enter the custom value. Here you can put in two options. You can actually type in Copilots, because remember we just saw that in the drop down, or you can even type in bots. All lowercase, B-O-T-S. If you type that in, it will automatically get converted into Copilots. If you don't trust me, try it. It works. And for the action name, when you click on the drop down, you select the enter custom value, and then you paste this one. It's Microsoft.Dynamics.CRM.PVA Delete Bot. Try to maintain this text with the upper cases and make sure the periods or the dots are there, because if you don't do that, you will get an error. All right, so make sure it is that accurate. And then finally for the row ID, well, that's the other parameter. All right, so I'll click on here, go ahead and ask the dynamic value, expand this because I want to see more, and I go and get the agent ID. The agent ID is the row ID. Now, if you did everything accurately, no typos whatsoever, now when I come over here to the top right and I click on save, after it goes through the saving process over here, this will be marked successfully saved and completed. We are waiting for the green ribbon to show up over here. And there you go. It says your flow is ready to go. We recommend you test it. This is the thumbs up that everything you put over here works. So as far as the flow building goes, we are completed. But the ultimate test is to see if the flow is successful. So let's go and get those two things, which is the environment URL and the row ID, which is the agent ID. So the environment URL first, let's just make sure we know what the environment is. Once again, it is Christian Family Prod. So I go back over here. This is the one that I'd left as is. I'm going to go and grab this environment URL. So if you just go and highlight it, it'll actually just give you that environment URL. So I did that. I do a Control C, come back to the flow, and I'm going to do a test right over here. It's going to be manual. I'll click on test. And here is the environment URL. Now if I do a Control V, just to be on the safe side, go to the home, and I'm going to type in the https://. That way it has all this information. And then for the agent ID, go directly to Copilot Studio, and right over here, that is the agent ID. It is after the bots /. So now I'm going to do a Control C for that, come back again to our flow, and I'm going to paste this over here, and I'm going to click on Run Flow. So this is the first time, so yes, it's saying completely, so I'm going to click on Done, but we are going to watch over here, all right? So it's actually running. All right, so now, so it is triggered successfully. And as you can see, this piece over here, that step specifically is still running. Now, this is a good sign because if there was an error, it immediately shows up. So the fact that it is running is actually a good sign. So we just wait because all I want to see is that green check over here. So I'm waiting. It does take a few times. Oh, cool. After 22 seconds, it gave me that green check. So you might run errors at this point for whatever reason, all right? And I'll give you some tips also. Let's go back here into my edit section. Over here, sometimes change that Copilot directly into the bots. That's one thing. Next is when you're going ahead and putting in the information right over here in that test section for that manually, when you're pasting the URL, like this URL, all right, when you go grab that, sometimes when you're grabbing it, you might select the whole thing for the environment URL. That's fine. Just do a Control C, come back and you paste it over here, delete that part and type in the https://, come to the end and also add another /. For some reason, if you don't do that, it might give you an error. I'm saying might because it does happen only sometimes, but I'm just giving you all of these ideas to troubleshoot, all right? So make sure that this thing runs successfully. All right, so I'm gonna cancel out over here because now if I go back to this tab, all right, this is the one that we deleted. If I hit refresh, I should be getting an error of some kind, all right? Right away, it says, looks like the link is broken. This basically means the agent has disappeared. So now if I come over here to the return home, and if I click on our all agents, that benefits agents should be gone. All right, so it switched to another environment. Let me just go back to the original one we deleted from, which was the prod one over here. Go back over here to the agents. There you go. See, that benefits one is gone. And isn't that awesome? Because you as an admin finally have a Cloudflow to manage and govern any of these stale or old agents that really need to be deleted. I mean, think about it. Now you can go ahead and do this in bulk as well if you come up with the process. Now hold on to your excitement because yes, we deleted the agent, but it only got deleted over here in Copilot Studio. Now you know that anytime you build an agent over here, it does register as an app in Microsoft Entra ID. So we need to delete that as well just to make sure that the agent is deleted across your entire tenant. Now for this process, I'm going to show you manually, so at least you know the steps through. But even for here, you could go ahead and create a Power Automate Cloudflow. In fact, you can go ahead and add it as additional actions over here. I'm not going to show that because that is outside the scope of this video, because that does require for you to go ahead and register an app, give the app more access into the graph and Dataverse, and just do all these additional steps, which is completely out of scope of this video. But at least I want to show you the process. So I'm coming into the portal.azure.com, go specifically to your Microsoft Entra ID. I'll click on it, and on the left navigation under Manage, go to App Registrations. Now this is what you see, it's on your own applications. I go to All Applications, and over here I'm going to start searching for Benefits because that's where it was. See right over here. And I know this is the agent because the name says Benefits Enrollment Agent, and under parentheses, this is Microsoft Copilot Studio. So I literally need to come over here and then I got to go and click on delete. And then on the bottom right, I select delete. So that makes sure it gets deleted. All right. And it does take a second over here. So that even though I'm seeing it here, if I just go and do a refresh, and now if I go and do another search, all right, see, I do a search for benefit right here, it's gone. This means that the app that was registered in Entra for our agent is also deleted. So now you've completed your overall deletion of that agent. So isn't that awesome? Now you are the few people who also know how to delete the bot using a Power Automate Cloudflow. Now there's one little thing I want to talk about. Remember the PVA Delete Bot action that we used? Well, it's part of the Dynamics CRM system, which falls under Dataverse. But when you take a look at that Microsoft Learn documentation, it does not clearly state if it is supported. So say for whatever reason you ran into a problem and you opened up a Microsoft ticket for that, they may not provide any support for it. So I want to call that out. Is just be very cautious and have a plan as to what you are using this situation for. Thought I'll mention that to you. And as always, keep using Copilot Studio.